I look like a crazy person because I've been outside in the rain digging up this bed. But I've got one quick job that I need to do this afternoon, and I wanted to take you along with me and just explain what it is. And what it is leaf mulch tea. So you see this azalea here? I have just dug this out of this bed. And it's looking in pretty decent health, but there's a couple of little yellow leaves. So I'm thinking that it needs a little bit of a help. I am a very lucky girl that I do have a wooded area. It's actually ancient natural woodland area as part of our property here. And so I've got lots and lots of leaf mulch available that's quite well rotted. I may have to dig down a little bit to get the super well rotted stuff, which I will do. So I'm going to fill my bucket probably half full of well rotted leaf mulch. And then the second thing that I'm lucky with is that we here on the property are our water is fed by a spring. So there's no chlorine in it. It's just natural, straight out of the groundwater. So I'm going to fill the bucket, once I've filled it half full of leaves, I'm going to fill the rest of the bucket up with water, and then I'm going to leave it for probably 48 hours. And then I'll strain it, and then whatever water is left is what I'll use on the plants. So yeah, you can put molasses on. I don't have any, so I'm not going to do that, but it does help with the breaking down of the leaf mulch, and with that releasing the compounds that we want. So we're just going to work with what we've got. So I'm going to pick up these leaves, get this bucket half full, and then go fill it up with water. That was easy. That's the bucket half full. I did read that the very best place to get it from is coniferous forest, because the pinecone needles are very acidic, and when they break down they release that acidity into the water, and we are looking for acidity in our water. Unfortunately, all the plants in the woods here are deciduous, so they're mainly beeches and oaks. So I guess we're just gonna have to work with what we've got. There is some coniferous forest just down the road, so next time I drive into town I might pull over and just cheekily nick some of the fallen pine needles and bring that back next time I make a round of tea. But I think we'll just work with this for now. So let's get back and fill it up with water. Okay, so let's give this a stir. Get that water well circulated with all the leaves. So, just to repeat, this is hopefully going to produce an acidic mixture with some iron. I think is exactly what my camellia and azalea needs. It's not going to be an overnight fix, but I'm keen not to use chemical products in a bottle in this garden if I've got perfectly good organic products to hand that I can use. And just as that said, it's starting to rain, so I'm going to get this put in the barn and then leave it for 48 hours. Good news, we have left the tea for 48 hours. So I'm going to give it a last stir, and then I'm going to drain it, and then we'll put it on the plants. using an old fish net from our old pond that we had at our old house to strain this out. So hopefully that'll work okay. Let's give it a go. Cool, got some good amount of liquid out there. Oh, this is what we're left with. So let's get this in the watering can and get it on the plants.